With all four sides finally joining up here in Australia, the Rugby Championship is set to go up another level. In the opening two rounds, we have the All Blacks and the Springboks going back-to-back with victories over the Pumas and the Wallabies respectively. Now the teams are all together, we finally mix things up, and round three kicks off with the All Blacks taking on the Pumas and then the Springboks going up against the Wallabies. Will we have a continuation on of the winners from round one or two, or will we get an upset in the system with the Wallabies or the Pumas picking up a result? Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby in round three of the Rugby Championship. Today, in this first matchup, we've got the All Blacks versus the Pumas, New Zealand versus Argentina, and following up from this one, we will have the Wallabies and the Springboks going head-to-head for the completion of round number three. Let's take a look at the two teams lining up for tonight's matchup. A number of changes for the two sides from the opening two rounds of the competition. In the front row for the two teams, Carl Tuinufuaki wears number one, and he got a new partner at hooker. Asofa Aumua will be at two, and Nepo Laulala will complete the front row. Up against him, Facundo Higuina will wear one. The Pumas captain, Julian Montoya, will be at two, and it will be on the tight end side of the front row, Santiago Medrano for the Pumas. Moving in to the second row, it's a new All Black captain, Brodie Retallick, and partnering him will be Scott Barrett for the Pumas. It's Guido Petti and Matthias Alemano wearing 4 and 5. Moving into the back row, which will always be an epic encounter between these two sides, Akira Ioane, Dalton Papali'i, and a newcomer to the starting lineup for a few weeks now. We haven't seen him, Luke Jacobson, into the team at number 8. For the Pumas, of course, Pablo Matera will be on the blind side, Marcos Klemer on the open side, and Rodrigo Bruni completes the forward pack. Moving into the back line in the halves, TJ Perenara will join his former Hurricanes partner, Beauden Barrett, of course, wearing 10 back in the starting lineup with the absence of Richie Mo'unga. Up against him for the Pumas, Gonzalo Brutino and Nicolas Sanchez, a hugely important part of this Argentinian team's success. Moving into the midfield, David Havili will get a partner with Rieko Ioane after we see Antonina Brown ruled out of today's matchup. Geronimo De La Fuente and Matthias Moroni, two very strong, capable players up against him in the blue and white hoops. On the wings, left side, George Bridge for the All Blacks up against Bautista Delgui, and on the right hand side for the All Blacks, Sevu Reece, left side will be Santiago Cordero, and Jordy Barrett returns back to his number 15 jumper. No suspension for him after the red card last week against the Wallabies. He starts again up against Juan Cruz Malia in the 15 jumper. Taking a look at the bench for the two sides, the All Blacks, Takiaho, Moody and Lomax, the front row replacements, via the second row, Blackadder, the back row, Weber, McKenzie, Tupaia are the backline replacements for New Zealand. For the Pumas, Bosch, Mazzeo and Perotto will be the front row replacements. Lavanini will move into that second row, and Gonzalez the back row. Garcia, Chacuarez and Boffelli will be the backline replacements for the Argentinians. Right, as we always do before an All Blacks test match, it is haka time. The two teams ready for kickoff. TJ Perenara leading things yet again as he starts at number 9. Of course, look out, it's Brodie Retallick at the front. The two teams fired up, ready to go. Retallick at the front. How good to see that man leading the All Blacks. Plenty of experience, a calm head. It is underway we go. Round 3 of the Rugby Championship. Beauden Barrett kicks it down to Higuina, who takes it in. The front row is getting all sorts of fun here. Medano finding Guido Petti, and they rumble their way up to the 10-metre line. Bridgino with a little flick pass to Nicolas Sanchez, and Akira Ioane quickly over the top of that, but the Pumas hang on. Montoya away to Bruni, And Rodrigo Bruni caught in a good tackle there from Scott Barrett. Drives them backwards. But the Pumas are doing well. Birchnote hanging on to the ball. Oh, switch of play! And Nicolas Sanchez comes straight through. Linking up to Montoya. Can he find the pace? No, he only finds Medrano. There's Matera. The numbers are there. The blue and white hoops are all over the place. And the All Blacks can't cover back. It is Argentina who hit first after all the early possession. Matera had enough, but they just couldn't get it away from the forwards. Great switch of play from Matthias Alemano. And the space was just huge for the Pumas. So many numbers, it was ridiculous how many players were there waiting. The offloads kept coming, the numbers were always there in support. A fantastic try. Alemano switching play to that man Sanchez, who went cutting straight through. And he converts, I think, the try from Matera. He does indeed. Strikes the upright and goes over. 7-0. Argentina lead. Well, there's an upset start to the game. As we spoke about earlier, we have seen two carbon copy results in the last 2 weeks as Barrett gets us underway again, and it's a great tackle from David Havili, chasing hard on Marcos Klemer. Birchnow again finds hard running again. A good tackle there. Oh, an injury to Sanchez. That's not good. That's a massive, massive blow for the Pumas. Sanchez will have to go shoulder, it looks like. And Emiliano Buffelli will take his place at fly half. Buffelli coming on. Oh, Sanchez, such a big player for the Pumas.
Bind.
And he is going to miss 70 minutes of this match. And that does put a massive spanner in the works. With a player like Buffelli on the field, that has to be the backup plan. Birchnote holds it up at the base of the scrum. De La Fuente slips it back inside. Petty again. Another strong carry there by the second rower. The defence equal to the task. Big turnover there. All Blacks get the ball first time. Perenara out to Almua. Almua taking on the defence out on the wing. And very slow ball to the ruck. Ioane goes inside to Bona. Barrett lights it up. Angled run from the fly half, and inside the 22 he goes. Perenara, Jacobson takes them on. Almua again. Strong run finding Sevu Reece. All Blacks with a big chance to hit back here. Maybe fading as the Pumas turn it over. Here's Medrano. The front rows again. Higuina slipping it back. Klemer knock on. And Havili tracking back is swamped by Argentinians, and we will go back for the scrum knock on Santiago Medrano. But how about the All Blacks and their amazing ability? Well, Medrano didn't want that back, did he? He really didn't. He started to play off.
Crouch.
And he said, I don't want the ball back. You do something with it. Beauden Barrett certainly looks in good touch tonight. And to be fair, this is a good scrum by the Pumas. Hold on to that thought. That's a scrum turnover from Argentina. And Birchnote thumps this one away. Finding touch about 10 out from halfway. Well, that's a good little play there from Gonzalo Birchnote. He really does have this game in his palm of his hand. Another man who's playing a superb role so far is Almua, the All Black hooker. Here's Barrett, Havili, cutting out, going to Sevu Reece. Rieko Ioane doubling around on the outside, but he can't keep up with Sevu Reece. Brilliant run from Reece, but Malia equal to the task, cutting Reece off in the corner. Good tackle around the hips, driving him towards the contact. It is line out for the Pumas, and in a troublesome area as well. Nicely turned over by the All Blacks, and this is a real chance to counter-attack. Havili's got Ioane, and Rieko Ioane loves it on the wing. That's where we normally see him, and he is perfect for that. Exceptional play out wide from Rieko Ioane, an All Black turnover line-out, and that's how quickly they can change the game. Montoya throw stolen at the back, beautifully from Papali'i. It looked like it was almost an All Black throw. And Rieko Ioane going back. You know, when things get messy like that, they get unstructured. Ioane goes to where he feels safe, and that certainly is out on the wing. And Geordie Barrett out on this left-hand side, a chance to tie things up. That's not a bad nudge from Barrett, but it hits the upright. 2 kicks from the goal kickers tonight. Sanchez and Barrett both at the uprights. Barrett's going just wide though. Nicholas Sanchez has one, slipped over. He's not on the field anymore though. Emiliano Buffelli is there in 23. And he gets the game back underway. 7-5 is the scoreline. It is a lead of 2 for the Pumas as Carl Tuunafuaki takes a hit up off the kickoff. Here's Popali'i, bit of space. Oh, he slipped it back inside. Almoa! Here we go! Asafo Almoa! He's going to take on Malea. He wrong-footed him. He's got Barrett. He's got Arvili. Oh, beautiful defence on the Pumas, but not enough to stop Bowden Barrett in the corner. What a run from Asafo Almoa. That is world-class from the hooker. Look what he does to the Pumas fullback here. Juan Cruz Malea, he is completely at sea, and they were about 20 metres apart. Look at Barrett and Havili. They're just staying with them, and they know they've got the support there. Mua does brilliantly, takes out Malea. The cover defence wipes out Havili as well. They keep the ball alive. 2 in quick succession by the All Blacks. And the game now, for the first time, is led by the New Zealand side. Very similar position for Barrett, and he does pretty much the same thing. This time even worse. Slips it wide to the right hand side, and an unsuccessful conversion yet again from Geordie Barrett. Bowden Barrett not having the tea tonight. Geordie's got it. Back underway we go. Buffelli down to Tuunafuaki. Great offload. Oh, big tackle. Huge tackle. And down goes Retallick in a heap, but the Pumas over the ball. Birchino looking to feed De La Fuente. Buffelli's involved. He's offloading the tackle, looking for Medrano. And another knock on from Perenara. Mistakes starting to creep in to the Pumas game here. This is nice. De La Fuente offloading Buffelli. He's danger. Oh, Hagina. Nice little pass to the tackle. Medrano, he was going for the clean out already. He was not interested in an offload. The All Blacks get an escape scrum, but last time they got one of these, they were pummeled off the ball. This time, they hold on nicely. Perenara to Barrett. Oh, straight in the defence. De La Fuente equal to the task. Perenara again this time. Retallick has to go. He offloads nicely. Oh, intercepted! Oh, high shot from Almoa. Oh, that is a dangerous hit. Namua swiftly sent to the bin. The All Blacks lose a man for 10. And that is a big turning point in this matchup. Well, they were gone there. That was an intercept down the right-hand side. Bautista Dalgi was pretty much out of here. He really was. So the shot for Buffelli. Lining it up. Emiliano Buffelli puts it to the right. And that is half-time as well. Unsuccessful from Buffelli, and how much they rue the absence of Nicholas Sanchez as this game is on. Half-time it is. The All Blacks lead with 2 unconverted tries to 1 converted try, 10 points to 7. But the Pumas, they've had the better of this game so far. They don't lead on the scoreboard, but they certainly do with possession. And the All Blacks now a man in the bin for a little bit of the second half. They'll have to make things do, but you can see here the All Blacks, plenty of line breaks, plenty of work on defence as well. Mistakes creeping in to the Pumas game. They'll want to stamp those out into the second half. So back to the second half we go. Emiliano Buffelli missed his kick just before the half. And that is a big mistake in the advantage here with the Pumas. Birchino didn't really want to run with it. It's offload city errors. Here goes Buffelli. A little chip over the top. Takes from Petty. He can't regather. The All Blacks still at the back though, and that was a little bit unstructured and frightful by the Pumas. Jacobson, nice little drop off. Rico Ioane, he gets him behind them. Finds Akira. Here's Brodie Retallick. He's still got 50 to go. 7 races out wide, but so is Havili. And they get it to the wheels. David Havili will score, and the All Blacks extend their lead. Great try from the All Blacks. And that is what they can do. From nothing, they spark, they burst, a short pass to Rico Ioane, brother Akira on hand, and then the tall timbers. Brody Retallick able to pair of hands, the move didn't break, it stayed alive. And then you saw Siri Reese and David Havili pitch in out wide, knowing where to be. Havili scores, and the All Blacks extend that advantage. 15-7, they don't need 15 players, and Johnny Barrett's hit that wide. Goodness gracious me. Well, where's Bowden gone? Maybe he should be off the tee here. This is a shocker. 3 unconverted tries by the All Blacks. And the Pumas, well, they should be long gone here. It should be behind by 14, but it is only by 8. Underway we go. Here's Brody Retallick. Great little bust from him. Big difference in getting your kicks. Away it goes to Bowden Barrett. And he kicks straight down the centre of the park. Malia waits for it, turns right under his own uprights and kicks for touch. That's a tidy kick. Very tidy from the fullback, Juan Cruz Malia. And don't forget about it, Asafo Almua was actually off the field in that whole passage there since halftime. He's back just in time to throw to the line-out. It's a full 7-man option here for the All Blacks as Scott Barrett just reels it in. Here's Bowden Barrett away to George Bridge. What a run there by the left winger, inserting himself into the play and on an angle, just about slices through. Pumas over him, turn it over. Big chance as they go out to Del Fuente on the inside ball. Big chance there, Pumas hit back. They can be right in this game as we head to the final stands of the match. Here's Del Geek, drops it off to Maroney. Perenara saves the day for the All Blacks. Rooney, a pick and go on the short side, and he is absolutely dumped at the touch. Loses the ball in the passage of play, and it all breaks down in rather sad circumstances for the number 8. Promising signs though. Matthias Maroney was just about gone. Perenara saves the day, and it looked like almost a desperate attempt for Rooney to get the ball back in the field of play. He's literally thrown it forward. Good defence though. George Bridge called up to do that defensive duty. Here's Perenara. Barrett again hitting the line hard. Bowden Barrett through. Passes on the inside.
Release.
Luke Jacobson probably needed a bit more warning. That was coming his way. He's swamped by the scrum of Argentina, and they turn the ball over as well. Medrano finally catches one. Finds De La Fuente. Centre field. Just 25 metres out now. Montoya Bruni spots a hole. Shuts very quickly. Brody Retallick on defensive duties there. 22 metres out now. Bertino slips in inside. Guido Petty over the ball. It's Rico Ioane. Finds Jacobson, and that's another high shot. Trouble now for the Pumas. We've already seen Almua sent to the bin. We could be seeing De La Fuente, and he's joining him on the sidelines. 2 yellow cards now, 1 apiece. And how much will this tell for the Pumas? They couldn't do the business when they were a man up. How do they cope being a man down? George Bridge has been used sparingly, but he's also been well used as well when his chances have come up. To the front, Retallick. Perenara swivels and gets it out to Barrett. So nicely to Havili, gets it to Rico Ioane, and now it's a foot race out wide. Big chance for Siri Reese. He's got Malia to beat hole. Massive shot from Malia at the back. Reese goes down in a heap. Here's Malala trying to just force his way through. He can't do so. Great defence for the Pumas. They're going to turn this over. Well, when the chips are down, the Pumas defence comes up trumps. They do need to kick this away, though, as Kramer. Oh, geez, he dropped it up nicely there. It's almost a break from Santiago Cordero. Bracino again, and Bruni spots another half gap. Really, they do want to kick this away, don't they? They surely do. It's going to spell trouble for them if they don't. They are. They've lost it. Wow, this is what happens. Nicely from Perenara. Scott Barrett's through, fending and swerving his way almost to the line. Brilliant run, Scott Barrett. Massive numbers to the left. They go to the right. Jacobson. Laulala gets another hit up. Turnover. Marcos Kramer. Now he's pruning. Away to Cordero. It happens in a heartbeat here. Cordero up against Barrett. Takes him down. He had support from Maroney. Chose not to use it. It's end-to-end stuff here. Millia up in the line. Nice little ball around the corner. Marcos Kramer again. He's got support on the inside from Alimano. But that was never going to happen. Laulala's turned it over now. And Bowden Barrett's having a run. To Unofuaki. He drops it on the ground. It's picked up Medrano. And it all comes to a bit of a halt, a breath finally for a run to catch as we near the last couple of minutes of this game. And another injury, I should say. Brochino goes down. And this is 2 changes, both in the halves. Garcia comes on. That really is a telling tale of this matchup.
Crouch
for the Pumas.
Find.
Garcia on. No Sanchez. No Berchino now for the final minute or so. Garcia feeds. The All Blacks looking. And they get it as well. Revenge from that earlier scrum turnover. There goes the full-time buzzer. They look to set something wide. Huge pass from Rico Ioane. Finding George Bridge. Looking to foot race it to the corner. Millia takes him high. That was almost in slow motion. Both players racing across. George Bridge looked to take on the defender. And all he could do was wrap him up around the neck. And that will be the end of this matchup in a sense. Geordie Barrett is lining up a shot at goal. 82 minutes gone. 15-7. And Barrett, well, he should have just kicked it into touch. Let's be honest, that was a shocker. He has missed every attempt. 4 shots at goal from Geordie Barrett tonight. All astray, but it will not matter. 15-7 will be the final score. The All Blacks rattled early, but they fight back hard to come away with what was a comfortable victory on the field. Maybe not the scoreboard, but they did have the Pumas well at bay for most of this matchup. Disappointing and problematic for the Argentinians, losing Sanchez and Berchino. There will have to be changes for their next matchup against the All Blacks once again next weekend. 3 tries to 1. It was Barrett, Havili and Ioane picking up 1 apiece. Matera and Sanchez for the Pumas. Of course, Sanchez getting the kick, Matera the try. No one getting a kick for the All Blacks at all. As for the stats, it evened up, didn't it, from half-time? In the end, the All Blacks just doing enough to hold the Pumas at bay, playing a territorial-based game, looking to pin them back, forcing them to make the inroads into their half. And in the end of the day, the Pumas just could not get that job done, as both sides, well, they threw everything at them, each other, didn't they? 10 line breaks to 7 makes for an entertaining matchup of round 3 of the Rugby Championship. That is it from me today. I hope you all enjoyed this matchup between the All Blacks and the Pumas. The All Blacks victorious as we head into our second match of the 3rd round. Following this one will of course be the Wallabies and the Springboks, so stay tuned for that one coming very, very soon as well. Before today, thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed the match, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.